Good evening, everyone. Yeah, she's back and she's complaining already. That's lower than we usually have it, but okay. How's everybody doing? I know you've seen me lately, but the Queen has decided to make her presence known again and join us finally after all these weeks.
Because I've been on vacation, don't you know?
Yeah, just relaxing and resting. I have to keep covering for her, but that's what I do.
So I am doing much better.
Put my dark shades on.
Getting my energy back and taking things easy. I'm just dealing with hearing loss from whatever happened, so I might be a little more quiet still.
I haven't noticed that, but
that's not
you guys might. But I haven't noticed that at all. No, yeah, finally, she's decided to join us again. Like I said, she's been fine. She's been running around here, going out all the time, and
I have two choices with him. You can imagine what they are.
But anyway, we're back, about to embark on our big fall, huge, mega schedule, and that starts Saturday night at the Smith Cadbury. Same.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Look, the thing is, somebody brought up that my beloved Cowboys are going to be playing soon. In sports, it's next man up. You get a little ding, you get a little nick, brush the dirt off, spit on it, make you feel better. You get back out there.
Make mud.
And you play. That's what you do. Next man up. So,
thank you, Brian.
Just like you said to me, suck it up, Buttercup. We got to get back out there.
Yeah.
Now.
All the soups John made me. Actually, I will be 100%. Again, my voice isn't completely back all the way either. John, when I get sick, John's amazing. I will not take that. That man is there for me in every way possible. I completely appreciate this man in so many ways. Just more things to love about him. But
All true. All true.
He made sure I had soups, my teas, my medication, for all of the how we are and how we go back and forth, our love language. John is an amazing guy to have in your corner when you're not doing well.
Really? Did you actually say love language? Where'd you read that? It was one of those horrible books that you read.
See what I mean?
Ugh, that's so disgusting. Is that like a Hallmark?
No,
thing?
That's
love language.
Hallmark. Why do you get so hooked on Hallmark?
Ugh. God, a man would never say love language.
Or hate language.
Ever.
Is that better? Does that make you more happy?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
we actually did do something last week. We can't say where we were, but we got to be the first team to investigate this big, beautiful mansion that had reports of activity, mostly on the third floor. Again, it's not something they want public. We may go and present our findings to the people that are associated with the building, but I don't know if it'll ever be public. But it was cool to be the first team to ever be in there and be invited in there. And it's one of those things that goes to show it was me, Chris, Danielle, and Nikki. And most of the activity was supposedly on the third floor. And that's where we started. And we all stayed up there together for a good hour and a half with not much happening at all, really. We were sitting there like, boy, if this is supposed to be the most active place, then...
Listen, I have to tell you, it was cool going to that place.
Hey, Taryn.
The history, the beauty of it, that just being
Hey, Taylor.
able to walk into somewhere where no one's ever been.
Hey, Jay.
But I have to give so much credit.
To me?
I already did.
Our love language?
Yeah, I'll give you a love language. And to those who can't hear or have difficulty hearing, because it was frustrating to be with a group and not be able to hear things. Like I was so limited on what I could participate in and do, and it was frustrating. And it had to have been frustrating for you guys because I couldn't understand or hear. I had to look at their lips to see what they were saying, and I missed all of the information that was being told to us about what was happening and stuff, and that was so frustrating on so many levels.
Well, I mean, to go backwards, and when she got sick before I did, and she got a really bad infection in her ear, and she had her throat was on fire, and then she ran a fever, and this virus just had
I lost my voice. I lost my hearing.
It had different levels of the way it attacks you and the things that it does to you. And I'm still dealing with the pressure in my head from it. But for Chris went to the ER, and I talked about that for the first time ever. And, the ER is good for what they're good for. Triage, yes, they can save your life in the ER and do a lot of things. But
they're just slap you together and send you on.
Yeah, but when it comes to like if you break your bone, they'll send you to an orthopedic. They won't take care of you anymore in the ER with broken bones. And it's the same thing with like ear, nose, and throat. They're gonna triage it. They're gonna give you usually just an antibiotic or whatever and send you to a specialist. But in her case, they try to see what the root cause was with her ear, and they did a lot of things to her ear that they never should have done. And they made it a million times worse.
I was not diagnosed correctly at all.
So now she's having a really, really hard time hearing because they probably really messed up the drum or did something that they shouldn't have. So now we're dealing with that and trying to get that resolved. So that's why she's having such a hard time hearing. So, so we go to this place and we're there for like an hour and a half up on the top floor. Creepy floor. It was a big, beautiful old mansion, like I said. One of those things. A lot of these mansions in Jersey, like they belong to these uber wealthy families, and it wasn't even their main home. It would be like where they spent their summers.
There was a ballroom in this place.
We've run into a lot of those places. So this place was kind of one of those, but families did live there for a while though, in between the years. But so hour and a half and nothing. So there was a big building left to cover, and I said, "Look, why don't we just?" It was so big. I said, "Let's just take a floor each. Go alone. We're not going to hear each other because the building is so freaking big." And we did that. Nikki went to the basement. I stayed up in that third floor, and Chris and Danielle were on like the second story level. And again, it was a big, huge building. And as soon as they left and I was in that area alone, man, I had tons of stuff happen. I mean, really cool stuff too, where it was um, things were going off. I saw a shadow. I caught some really cool voices. I just felt like something was kind of following me through the hallway. It was really, really cool up there after you guys were gone. And it didn't stay that way. It was like for a good half hour, 40 minutes maybe, and then just gone. But there was definitely, I think, a man and a female up there. And it could have been servants. It could have been the people that lived there before. But it was pretty cool. And from what I hear, Nikki had some experiences, EVPs in the basement too. The basement had a bar down there and a movie theater down there.
Speakeasy, right?
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah. But she had stuff, and then you guys had stuff on your floor too. And
We started in the ballroom, and we got a little bit of activity. A little bit, not
David,
not
Kathy,
anything to like write home about or like really knuckle down and stay in that area.
Susan,
So we decided to go to the second floor, which had the bedrooms, and they had like what is it, the twin bedrooms, like they're identical. They're and they have like that walk through door with a bathroom in the middle. I forgot what you call them, the brother sister rooms or something. But we started in there, and then we moved to the master bedroom. And as soon as we got in there, we got resistance. It was, and again, if I grew up that your bedrooms are your sanctuaries and no one's allowed in it without invite, or you asked, it was a respectful thing. You just didn't walk into the bedrooms, anyone's bedroom, especially your parents' bedroom. So it was like when we walked into that master bedroom, we immediately, both of us, got resistance and pushback. And we were literally like, she was pointing out that, because again, I couldn't hear anything, so I was relying on the visual stuff, and then her, showing me like, look over there, and like, and it did. We actually got to the point where she put a lot of things around, sensory things around the room, and made the comment of, you don't want us in here anymore, then light up anything anywhere in this room and we will collect everything, get out, and boom, immediately. Before she even finished that set, boom. And then we went out into the hallway out of the way. It literally, like, it was like, what are you doing in here? You don't belong in here. Get out. This is our private area.
Yeah, I enjoyed that building. And again, that was probably a one and done thing. You guys will probably never be able to go in there. But
thank you, Frances.
It was really, really cool again that they asked us to come in and do it and be the first and probably only ever people that ever go in there and do it. Really cool how stuff like that happens. I mean, and that stuff has been happening.
Didn't we prove, like, did it during the, again, I couldn't hear a lot, but it seemed like when we were up on the third floor, when it was us together before we went our separate ways, weren't you getting something that was geared towards what the claims were?
I mean, we did get one voice that was a person who lived there, and I mean, there was a heaviness up there that they. There was like a certain
area that just seemed like, and it just seemed like there was something that could kind of convert it a little bit. Am I wrong?
I think we validated everything and then some. To be honest with you. I mean, you never know going into these places, Um, what's most frustrating for me is that, um, and again, I hate to sound biased against mediums because I know a lot of them, and I know that there are legitimate mediums, but I know for every real medium, there's probably 10 that aren't, who think they are. And, you know, walking into a building where you hear, well, we've had mediums in here and they said this or that or this. And, you know, if I don't know the mediums, then I take that with a grain of salt and just go, okay, we're going to
We're not
concentrate
going to
on,
go by that.
yeah, we're going to concentrate on, where you tell us things have happened and people have experienced things, and we're going to do our diligence that way. I mean, no difference with the Creeper Gallery. I mean, I like Michelle Wire. I think she's a good person. Um, Donna trusts her and uses her, and others in the past that Donna has worked with, but I never read one of those impressions. You see that. You guys watch those investigations live. I never ever even look at them because I look at information that's there, that's factual, or the claims, and
you don't want to be tainted
that's where
by
I start
it either,
and,
do you?
and I end. It's just that
You'd like to go in with a clean slate and find out.
I mean, if it's factual, I'll go based on that.
that's
But if
different.
it's stuff that somebody's impressions or they're telling me, then I mean, I may bounce a few questions out if you tell me,
right.
To see if I can validate it. But otherwise, no, I'm not.
It's
really
not going to be the narrative until it tells us that that's it.
But
hey, Heather, I hope you're enjoying your new home.
But it's been that kind of thing all of a sudden. Like every year's the same. When we get into the fall, it's like everybody and their mother contacts us and they want lectures or they want investigations and they want to do things and they want to, and that's great. We enjoy that. I can't say no to anything, so I wind up getting us into trouble. I the only thing I didn't agree to, which I wanted to, but I didn't, was the ghost walks at the Sterling Hill Mine. I had to say no to that because it was just too much. Sundays would have been up for it. Yeah, Sundays would have been.
I'm nowhere near up for.
But there are again five library lectures in October, at least 4 events in September, plus other investigations. We have a new building that we're probably going to be working with next year that we're investigating twice in September as a group. That's coming up probably next week and 2 weeks after that. This mansion is beautiful.
I need to take my vitamins.
Beautiful. And lots of claims of activity. And this building is big. So it was a good exercise in how we did it at that mansion. So we'll probably kind of duplicate that because it's such a big area to cover. So we'll probably, everyone will just film and rotate and go to different areas and see what they get. I no offense to the rest of you, but I actually prefer being alone when I investigate because the rest of you just get in the way. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I kid. I joke. No, but I actually like investigating alone because I like the feeling of being by myself and knowing that I'm just alone with who's ever there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think there's more to that, but no, it's not always the case. But anyway, but we're going to be investigating that building twice just to see what's there.
It's just so massive. We know it's going to be difficult to cover in. But
again, we were approached by another. This is a bed and breakfast, and I won't say where, but claims of activity. The manager thinks it's haunted. It's a big building with 9 rooms that people could stay in, and that's a whole nother thing that I didn't say no to because I saw the pictures. I know where it is. It's nowhere near where we are. It's far from where we live, but again, if it works out and the place is haunted, then I got to do it.
Yeah, I thank you, Tanisha. I wasn't up for going for the Creeper Gallery. I know that we're jumping into our event starting Saturday, and I got to build up to it, and I didn't want to wear myself out too quickly, and I didn't think I was ready, especially being around some of that stuff that was there.
You shouldn't.
And we weren't too sure if the monkey was still there, so I didn't think it was such a good idea to be around stuff. Hopefully, we'll get to that point where I can get back into doing the Creeper Gallery, because it is important that John and I are both there together, because there is we were talking about this, about how we get different interactions, and we come from it in a different way. So I do want to get back to the Creeper Gallery. I want to do it when I know that it's a smart thing to do. And I'm not fully 100%. I tire easy still. I still have a few issues that are going on that I'm concerned about, and just going to take it slow and easy. And if the schedule starts to get too hectic, I know we have enough team members that if I have to sit out, I can sit out. You know?
You are what?
And John will make sure my health is a priority too.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again...
hey, Jonathan.
You know, there's been a lot that's gone on this last few months, and that will continue to go on. Walter will probably be doing radiation and chemotherapy, so, that'll be happening sooner than later, so, that adds to it. But, again, I've always taken pride in the fact that we honor our commitments. We don't make them lightly. We don't take them lightly. We scheduled these dates. We sold the tickets, and we're gonna go and try to give people, a good event, and hopefully stuff happens, and everyone's happy.
We've talked about every aspect of this, is because the truth of the matter is, I'm not hearing as well as I should be. I'm missing a lot, but like I said to John, a lot of people that do the events with us know, and I will come up with a way that everything is going to work out for everybody that's going to be in my group. However that's going to be. Everything's going to be the way it should be, and everybody's going to get exactly what they paid for. We're going to make sure of that. That's what John and I always commit to. So,
and if not, I fire her as, and we move on without her.
And I get to retire, and maybe I can go on a honeymoon.
That's the language of love right there, people. But like I said, there's it's weird how things work with the opportunities that come up, because you're like, your brain is 25, and your body is 50 something, and your brain is still writing those checks that your body needs to cash,
right?
And it's a little rougher, every year. So, but I do love the opportunities, and I do love working with the people that we do, and being around the people that we're around, and when new things come my way, I there's a part of me that goes, well, you really can't take on another thing. You know that.
But he does.
And then the other part of me says, shut up. We're doing this. And that part always seems to win for some reason.
Just today alone, he made another commitment in a very, very, very hectic schedule. And again, John does this all for the right reason. I don't blame the guy, because if I was in his shoes, I'd probably end up doing the same thing, because John's turned to me, hey, what do you think about this? Yeah, let's do it together. What? I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought, because I just saw that Patricia said she turned 70 yesterday. I missed your birthday. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday,
happy
Patricia.
birthday, Patricia. Everybody say happy birthday to Patricia.
And I can't do hearing aids right now because things are closed off, and like whatever the infection and whatever did, I need to go see a ENT to find out what's going on.
I didn't realize that. Happy birthday,
I didn't
Patricia.
either. I feel horrible, Patricia.
But anyway, but like I said about these events, well, the Caldwell Parsonage, I know that's a tricky one, and I appreciate you guys kind of going along with the process there. It's Venmo, so unfortunately I can't sell those tickets. I can only provide the Venmo link, and we can't oversell those events, so I can only provide the link and tell people to purchase how many they want up to a point. Once it's sold out, it's sold out. I don't want to. If I were to just post a link, we'd have 50 people for every event, and we
No,
couldn't
that
handle
would be no good.
But so the Caldwell Parsonage one is a little tricky in what we're doing, there. But yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow if another October event will be added. I'm keeping the 18th open because it's my son's birthday. It's also my mom's birthday, so I'd rather not do an event that day. I'd rather spend it with my son and celebrate, my mom's birthday as well. So I'm leaving. I've left the 18th open on purpose, but 17th is still there. So there may be an announcement at a place that I love going to. And
I think everybody on the team
I think
does.
a lot of you guys have kind of been there before and enjoyed it as well. Haven't been there in a little while, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, there may be another, and that'll push October. There's like 15 things in October. I'm not even gonna lie. And then the Burlington prison, they approached us about coming in there before the end of the year, and it's just like,
Whew.
Again, Janet is such a good person.
Yes, I want to do that for her.
The director of the Historic Society, and she's been so good to us through the years. Good friend, good person, her and Brenda. And it's hard to say no to people like that have had your back for that many years. So, damn, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but that may be towards the end of the year. So, John McGinnis. If I get another meme from John McGinnis, it won't be. I should post those, repost those on New Jersey Paranormal, because I don't know if he sent you the same one he sent me today with the guy floating in the water.
That's it.
Okay, well, John McGinnis is a special young man. That's all I'll say about that. But anyway, we got the expo coming up now. We're like literally 2 months away from the expo. So
yeah, Tanisha said if you do Burlington Prison, they'll be there.
I mean, I like the prison. It's not like I don't like the prison. I do like the Burlington prison. I really do. I love going in there. It's just trying to figure out when and how, and we really didn't do anything over the summer, and that's really what kind of where those places kind of weren't added because of that, because we really didn't. August we did one event. July I think we did one,
Thank
maybe
God.
or two.
Thank God it was one event.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you.
I mean, I got sick August 4. I was been sick since August 14th. Do you realize that?
Yeah.
And
that's why I
believe it
said,
or not, I'm still on antibiotics.
I mean, since the wedding, you really haven't been. I mean, and I'm looking into the lemon law. There's got to be
you don't
a
have
marriage
to worry
lemon
about
law.
that.
There has to be, because I mean, I didn't bring the mechanic to test out the vehicle. That was my bad. As is.
30-something years. I think we're well past the establishment.
It's an as-is wedding. I know I probably can't do anything about it, but I mean, geez, wow.
No, but I have been, whatever this is, and that was another thing too. I was terrified of being out and around or doing anything. I think just in the last couple of days, I've been outside and around people, and just being very, very careful, because whatever this is, I do not want to get anyone And I'm finally clear. I had to go to the doctor. That was the one thing, too. I went to the doctors to get cleared for everything to make sure. So that was another thing. And we're just staying on the antibiotics to be on the safe side.
That's why I got to get some younger people, man. I do. I gotta transition.
Listen.
You know, I just have to.
You can find another
Time
me by all
park
means.
the old cars in the garage and just, you know, roll out the new models.
Yeah, it's been a long and the thing is, I am feeling better. I am getting better. It's just the energy goes real quick. I can't sustain for very long, and the hearing thing, that it's not just the hearing too. It's the way I described it is put cotton in your ears and be in a jar, and everything you hear is from far away, and even they don't understand. My whole throat, face, everything swelled. It was insane what happened with whatever this viral was. It was just insanity. And I need to get to the ENT because the next step is did it permanently, did the ER, did the infection
the ER did it.
Permanently damage my hearing?
I know they did it. You can't mess around with the eardrum if you don't know what you're doing.
You guys need some goat's milk.
And the funny thing is, we've been
a bit. I get dizzy and
we've been trying nauseous. To plan a getaway, if not only for a few days, just to go somewhere and get away, you know, even during the week or whatever. And, you know, something always happens.
Comes up.
I mean, again, the stuff with Walter and the radiation and all that is going to, you know, it's the things that matter, you know, other things have to
come first.
So, you know, take care of what.
And he was teasing me too. He was like, you're turning 60, because my birthday is on the September 17th, and he's like, you're turning 60, and I'm like, hey, you adding years to me here, dude? He says, well, you act like an old lady. You're down like an old lady.
If you watch those commercials, I don't know, I think they're insurance commercials or whatever, where the guy's like trying not to have people act like their parents and say and do things. That's this one here. Turned into a granny right before my eyes. And I'm still young and spry and ready to go.
Thank you, Naomi. Yeah, you know? We need to have a pizza night. That sounds great. Well, salad and fruit. That's my thing. That's all I can eat. And a healing circle.
Who said a pizza night?
Patricia.
But you can't come, Patricia, so.
No!
Now, of course you can come, Patricia. I kid you. It's your birthday, Patricia. I got to be nice to you on your birthday. At least one day a year. But
and it was Donna. It's not over. I still have the issues. It's
that's the problem.
It's kind of scary what happened.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, Kathy, I hope you're having a great time on your cruise, man.
Kathy's enjoying that great
weather. Checking it. What you out there? You need to be out there cutting a rug or something, girl.
Cutting a rug. See, even that's like old. Who says cutting a rug? 23 skidoo.
I don't think you have life experience. That's why.
Wow, cutting a rug. Yeesh. But anyway, you know, I listed pretty much all the events. I think, you know, like I said, we could squeeze 2 or 3 more people into the John Zaffis event next week. I think those tickets are still available on the link that's on the Facebook site for Liberty Hall. September 12th is a Friday night. The Halloween Cody Satori event is sold out. The Hoover event, again, if I had to, I could squeeze in 1 or 2 Friday night, but that's basically sold out.
What's that one?
The Hoover.
Oh.
The Hoover Jubilation.
That's how they talk at the sock hops. I've never been to a sock hop.
John, don't encourage her. Please, Sean. Don't encourage her. But anyway, so again, with the exception of the event that we may be releasing on October 17th, the Ottawa Parsonage, I think, has like 3 left for the 9 to 11 portion. That's October 3rd, and I screwed up that one royally with the dates too. Oh my God, that was a fiasco. But in November, we are doing Liberty Hall again with just us, New Jersey Paranormal. That's November 15th, the day after my birthday, by the way. So presents are welcome.
Notice he didn't mention my birthday, but he mentions his.
We're not
That's
doing
in
an event
November.
on your birthday.
When did my birthday fall on?
It's during the week. Sucks to be you. But
No,
mine,
I'm good with that.
Mine is the day before Liberty Hall, so people could come and have the cupcakes and bring their offerings and have a good old time.
Bring
November 15th, which is the week after the expo, by the way.
Hey, Amy.
Week after the expo, November 8th, which we're gearing up for. And then, like I said, we're trying to figure out the rest. I mean, we're going to Waynesboro first week of December. Donna hasn't set a date for her thing, the Ghost Christmas Pass, but I'm sure that's going to be December 13th-ish. We should do that on Friday the 13th. I don't think it's
do what?
The Christmas Pass with Donna.
Oh. That's a twist.
But you didn't talk about your jacket.
Oh my gosh.
She forgot.
I did. And again, somebody, and I want to keep this anonymous, so I'm going to respect that, was concerned about me being as ill as I have been and not bouncing back. And she's concerned with the winter months coming up. So I went outside and I had a package today of a jacket that was a heated jacket.
Sorry, Celine.
Hey, I'm sorry, Celine. I had no idea. But I can't even express in words how that made me feel that somebody went out of their way. And again, I know we have amazing people and friends here and community, but they went out of their way to get a heated jacket for me because they're concerned about the winter months coming up and not wanting me to get sick like this again. And it just like, forget the jacket. It's just the idea that someone would do that for me out of the blue. And it just like, the jacket's gorgeous. It was just so sweet and just so, I don't even know how to say how these things affect me. I don't know how to put it into words. I don't think words are.
I do, because people don't care if I get cold. I'm the one who books the events, sells the tickets, goes to the Creeper Gallery, puts myself at risk with every demon in that shop by myself. And what do I get?
You get Donna making you a monument.
But she's sold. We ain't even there no more.
But again,
I'm joking. I know who the person is, and I know the person's very caring and a really great person. I was joking.
And again, it's listen. When it comes to when it costs somebody and somebody goes out and they do something past what you normally would do, like, hey, I hope you're better. I'm like, and they do something specifically like that.
Well, look at, again, Jonathan Larson was just watching. They sent us food.
I have to put that out there too, because I thanked them personally and they didn't tell me I couldn't say it, so I'm going to put them on blast. On one of the days when both John and I were really, really ill and we were struggling, all of a sudden, John goes, there's a food delivery at our door. Soup, salad, and a thing for John. It's just friggin', again, amazing what a community of people that has been created here, of what people do when people are down and need help, because John and I rely on each other. And like I said, John took excellent care of me through this whole process. He still does. He still watches out for me. He's very concerned. Even that night that he went to the Creeper Gallery, he knew I wasn't doing well. I was having muscle spasms that were really intense, and he literally stopped everything and he goes, if you need me here, I won't go. And I'm just like, no, I'm fine. Go do what you. I know I can't do it. It's not possible. And this is the kind of guy he is, and I appreciate that. But he also feels a sense of, and I do too when it comes to this, that he knew he needed to get back in there and do what he needed to do and do it live. And this is where John is different than me. John will push, push, push. He could be falling on his face and he still will not like hit the stop button. I have to. I don't know how he keeps going sometimes.
Well, there again, that's why when you talk about the mugs and the t-shirts and the action figures that people give me and that you're so jelly about, well, when you earn those things by showing up
of anything
every time, no matter what, I'm like the postman. Rain, sleet, dark of night, whatever.
But
here.
You did make yourself sicker
I'm
by
here.
doing what you did.
Still did it.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
because I'm a giver. I give. Like she said, paranormal Jesus.
This chickie knows I can, and I'll push, 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 push. But I know when there's a tap out button. I got a tap out button. I know when I've hit my limit and I need to stop or there's no coming back. So yeah, I'm tapping out.
Thank you, Fred. Hopefully, we'll see you at the expo. But I'm nothing if not humble. So I don't need the accolades and the rewards and the posts and all those things. I like I said, I give until I can't give anymore, and then I give more. It's just who I am. So yes, I will stay humble and continue to do what I do. And no, there are no thank yous that are necessary. Just Johnny's here for you. That's it. Have faith in that. Always. But anyway.
I don't even know what to say to that.
It's weird to have
Isn't that a song?
What's that? Your own paranormal Jesus? Something like that. But
did you write it, John?
Again, when this time of the year comes, the good and bad part of it is that the good part is we get to see all of our friends and we see them, at all these different events, and we get to spend time with people, and that's we love doing that. We love being in these buildings and doing what we do. The bad part is, from personal perspective, is that it does make this time of the year go fast. And I love this time of the year. From September to December is my favorite time of the year. I love the fall. I love Halloween. It's her birthday, my birthday, my son's birthday. Christmas is in there. We have this other event in Waynesboro. We go into the city. I love this time of the year, but it goes so fast when we do so much. And I really we don't get to do the things that we want to, like go to these cool Halloween fest things on the weekend, and that I kind of miss.
One Halloween we're not going to do something because
Yes, finish.
Because I want to take and like, as much as I like investigating and doing events and stuff, I would like a Halloween where we get to go somewhere and we can be a part of and not just doing an event, like being a part of a Halloween event or something.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Not running a Halloween event, but being immersed in an event, whether it be a haunted house or going to a creepy jack-o'-lantern place.
Yeah. You don't like the horror places where you walk through. Neither one of us like those.
Oh, you can't touch me. You touch me and I'm going to hit you.
Yeah.
I've done that. I found that out from an early age. That
make it next Halloween. I can't promise that. I'm not going to make that.
I can't.
Next Halloween falls on a Saturday, so I highly doubt that there will not be an event. And you know what? And again, she feels a lot. I enjoy spending Halloween with Cody and Satori. I mean, it's become like a regular thing, just like the Hoover House thing. I really enjoy being with them and everyone else on Halloween. I think we have a great time, But yeah, I mean, the weekends before here
Well,
and there.
maybe here's an idea, like what we do at the Hoover House.
I mean, this year
Where,
I'm
wait a minute,
trying to bring Cody and Satori to the Creeper Gallery Halloween week, if we can. Maybe the day before.
Do what?
Bring them to the Creeper Gallery.
So what I was going to propose, just like what we do at the Hoover House, you know, during the day we go downtown and we all participate in what's happening with the Christmas celebration. Maybe we can find a location, we bring them in where we can go and do something that has to do with a Halloween type of celebration.
What?
Hoover House, when we do the Christmas thing, we go downtown during the day and we participate in all the Christmas stuff that's happening in town. Which is, maybe we can do that for Halloween.
Do you believe in just giving ideas away, or?
All my down timber.
Like, you couldn't just mention that to me, and you know.
I don't know. Are you so?
That's why
I love Halloween. My daughter was due
the...
in October, but came. Halloween on October 13th. She'll be 21.
Well, that's like this place that I'm talking about. That's about 2 hours away from where we are. They wanted to try to fit something in this year before the end of the year, and it was like, oh, you kidding me? I mean, I don't know. And the one thing that I could come up with was like another Ghost of Christmas Past type of thing. It would have to be in December, but it would be very, very cool because it's another bed and breakfast that's drivable to the people that are near us in Jersey and stuff, you know? So that'd be really cool. It'd be another get together.
That'd be cool. I like those.
And the town that it's in does a lot of things for the holidays as well. So it would be, I enjoy that a lot. You know me, I love that time.
They do. Enjoy your show, Kathy, and your trip. Yeah. I would love to go to Sleepy Hollow. Actually, we got invited to go to Sleepy Hollow, but by my niece, but on October 10th. But the thing that they wanted to do was already sold out. And they'd be coming from Florida. It was kind of sad. Didn't work out.
Well, we'll do something.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. We'll do something. At the very least, I'll let you watch Charlie Brown Halloween. The Great Pumpkin. Okay? How's that?
You're going to be the Great Squad.
Get you some popcorn, Great Pumpkin. Huh? That sound good?
That's crazy.
Anyway, so again, the Creeper Gallery investigation was another good one. I was there by myself, of course, and you guys were watching. You saw it was one of those weird, rare nights where there are times where spirits just drain everything. I mean, you just can't account for that. You really can't. I mean, you can have different, you can bring batteries with you, of course, to change them, but you just can't plan for, like, tomorrow night, I'll be sitting over there from where I am now, and I'll be swapping out batteries on everything. And I'll be plugging in all these different things, charging them for Saturday because we want new batteries, everything to be fresh, you know, so there's no false positives. When I went to the Creeper Gallery that night, it was like SLS went down right away. My tripwires were going crazy right away. I changed them right before I went live. It was like one thing after another, and I'm just like, bad enough I've got people trying to get in the door, and they're right outside the Creeper Gallery, but I'm dealing with all that crap as well. But there were two good items, and again, that's where I kind of like to have you there because a lot of the things that are left are connected to females, and she's got all those old mirrors that belong to the.
I'm dying to do
what are they called? Flappers? What are they called?
Yeah, flappers.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the dancers, flappers.
Yeah, like there's all those mirrors that belong to the women from the 20s and the 30s.
Was it vaudeville or flappers?
What do I know? And there's the box that I investigator first belonged to Ms. Gladdy, and it was just a mirror and pictures of her throughout her life. She died young. She died at 22 or 24, something like that. And there were pictures of her from when she was a baby till the time she passed with the mirror that belonged to her. And it was pretty good. I mean, she was decent. It was pretty active, a lot of weird stuff going on. And then, of course, you knew me, I saved the dark one for
you did a dark
later.
one.
And that was Joe Coleman, who was oh my God. You guys watched it. You want to talk about a story. So, Joe Coleman, I don't know where this happened. I don't know, it was Kentucky, maybe? You know me and my memory. So Joe Coleman was like a fiddler, fiddle player, whatever you call it. And he lived with his mother-in-law and his sister-in-law and his wife, right? Now, the mother-in-law was murdered. She was smothered with a pillow, suffocated. And his wife was found murdered in the woods with like a tool that belonged to Joe. So Joe was prosecuted, convicted, and it was back in the 20s, and they were taking Joe to the execution on like a mule wagon, like leading him up to the gallows that were just built. And according to the story, he was playing his fiddle the whole way there, and he created this whatever song. He didn't sing, and it was kind of like a dirge, and he played it like a bluegrass way, but slow. And according to what I read, he said, on the way to the hanging, that if there was someone that could play this song as good or better than him, he would give the fiddle to them. And this one guy in the crowd, Mike, whatever, played it just as good. He gave it to him. So that wasn't weird enough. He was hanged, and I guess they put him out thinking he was dead, and the family took the body and resuscitated him. And then he disappeared on the land.
Did he do it? Nobody knows.
That's what I was trying to figure out. There was a strong reaction to the sister-in-law, and whether she either knew who did it or had somebody do it. And it was just weird. But the coolest thing that happened was
the devil challenged him. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
The coolest thing that happened was I took the music motion box and I put it up near the fiddle, and the lights were going a little bit here and there, and I was getting different things, and I stepped all the way to the back of the phone that I had in the back of, where we usually go. I was behind it, and I was asking Joe, hey, that thing makes music. Could you make music while I'm standing all the way back here? All you got to do is stand by the fiddle or try to grab the fiddle, and there started playing, literally right in front of me, started playing. And I was like, me, how I'm like, holy S. That was so cool. That was so cool. Thank you for doing that. And I said, I was about to approach it again. I'm like, you think you could do that again? I'm going to leave. You think it? And he did it again on command. Really, really cool. So,
he said he didn't do it.
Yeah, he said he didn't do it. So there wasn't any like negative, threatening energy around it. It's just a riddle wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a whatever. It's just, what a strange story.
But it is strange because I was thinking it and then Alex said it. Like the devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah, that's what we were all saying. It sounds like a country western
right?
song like or something. Yeah, playing the fiddle.
And again, a guy is going to his execution, and they're allowing him to play the fiddle unless they just wanted the monotony of it.
This is the 20s, and
yeah,
But it was really cool, and again, I had a good time, and something that did happen that you guys weren't aware of was, I'm leaving there. When I'm by myself, I spend longer, because I lose track of time and I just keep going, especially if stuff happens. So it's 10 o'clock when I stop, maybe, and I have to put a lot of stuff back. I have to close all the cases. I have to put away the equipment. So it takes me a good half hour or more just to make sure everything is right. And while I'm doing that, I heard somebody try the door. And I'm like, did I hear that or was it in the room? And because I usually have my phone on YouTube while I'm cleaning up just for background noise. And I heard it again. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go down the stairs to the front door and I see they were like 17, 18, 19. There was a group of younger guys there kind of looking in the window and trying to open the door. And they didn't see me at first until I walked to where they could see me. And one of them saw me and they're like looking at me. And they went down the steps and I watched them go down there and I stood there and I waited and I went back upstairs. And when I waited a little while again and I thought I heard something again and I went down the stairs again and there they were again.
And this is during cleanup?
Yeah, this is, and again, everything's closed in New Hope at that time except for the bars down the road and stuff. And I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they trying to get in here? You know what I mean? They're just messing around. They're just messing with me. And there was probably 6 of them. So, again, I go to the door and now I'm like, just stare, like looking, and they went away again. And I'm like, okay. So now I get everything together and I have to leave. And you have to lock the door and everything. And you can't really see around the corner. If you go to the Creeper Gallery, you walk down steps, you make a left. It's the storefront. You can't see if anybody's there.
Right.
So I'm real quick trying to lock the door, thinking if they're going to jump me or whatever, at least I'm going to lock the door, and they're not going to rob the place. So I lock the door real quick and I check it, and I go down, and it's, no pun intended, it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
We walk down there sometimes at night,
and
there's nobody on the street.
Except for Ray.
And I did. I'm carrying my bags and I'm looking over my shoulder the whole time, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they saw the lights, from the other room going off and they were wondering what was going on in there and they were just kids being kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, they literally would go and come back and and I'm like, what am I going to do about this?
I mean, there's seating up there too. I mean, that's a draw to go up there and sit and hang out.
Yeah, she's got a whole section here. But
yeah, she has cameras.
Outside. I don't know about outside. Inside she does, in the shop, but I don't know about outside the shop.
I think her store mate there across the way does.
But yeah, it was just one of those things. Like all that was over, and again, I left the week before with the monkey threatening me to put my seatbelt on.
Oh, that damn monkey!
Don't think the whole way home I was just like, oh man, what did he warn me about? There's going to be a car that cuts me off. There's going to be something weird that's going to happen. And all that happened. Remember, there was all that traffic. They shut down everything for construction. But yeah, so that's what I risk for going live there and doing it. Not only do I risk demonic possession, but who knows what else.
What does that say about you?
That I'm a hero. Damn it.
Is that what that is?
Paranormal hero. Maybe they gave me the wrong title. Paranormal hero. Maybe more like it. So change the mugs and the t-shirts. I've given myself in the house.
Well, we need to get one with a...
But anyway, today is Thursday. Saturday is the event at Smith Cadbury. Hope to see you guys, some of you there at Smith Cadbury. If not, I'm sure we'll see quite a few of you between now and December when we end this whole entire run. If not, we'll see you here. I do plan on having Cody Satori and John on together just for the heck of it. I mean, we don't need it to sell the events already sold, but it'll be cool to have them on and have a whole haunted object discussion with all of us, together.
I agree.
Before the expo, they're doing the room together, so that'll be cool. But other than that, we're back. We're ready to go. And we'll be here. If not, you can always count on me. You got a friend in me, just like Woody from Toy Story. I'll be here, people. Her, maybe once a month you'll see her. Maybe. But Johnny will be here for you. Because Johnny cares. How do you do it? I don't even know. Is that it? All right, you gonna say good night.
Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And remember to be kind to each other. It makes a difference.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.